This is Kevin Harlan, joined by Greg Anthony, Steve Smith, and on the sideline, David Aldridge. It'll be the visiting team facing Los Angeles. And the continued absence of Lonzo Ball, the story for the team.
Yeah, I hear you, Kevin, but really, it's an issue for both teams with regard to the injury situation. So it's a matter of which team can rise up and show the fortitude necessary to play through those injuries and still come out on top.
In sports, it's all about the next man up. It'll be interesting to watch who steps up for both squads here. Kevin Durant last season becoming the second youngest player in NBA history to score 20,000 career points, trailing only LeBron James. That's elite company.
And you think KD has an outside chance to set the all-time scoring record?
I do. I wouldn't put it past him. Height and shooting touch are two things that you don't lose with age.
James looking it over. Cousins pulls it in. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Kyle Kuzma. That's his first foul. First quarter of play, 1 minute played. Outside Durant. And Curry has it in the corner. Offline with his three. The Lakers on offense. It's a 5-point game. And he gets it to go as they call the foul. He's on his way to the line for one more.
And how about the deceptive strength of Ingram, just willing his shots in over the defense?
We're about halfway through the season, Smitty. At this point, how much can teams really improve?
I think if you have younger guys, you start to see those guys develop. Then also if you have a lot of new guys, you see the chemistry start to form. And then a lot of times you can improve when you have guys coming back from injuries. A lot goes into a season. It's a roller coaster kind of effect, but it's good when you start to see teams put it together at the halfway point.
All about managing time, managing games, and injuries.
You're so true.
First quarter of play with about a minute and a half gone. They get it again. And so it's Rondo bringing it up for the Lakers. So the wing on the left. Back to Ingram. And stolen by Cousins. Outside Curry. Jacks up a three. Good, and it's Green picking up the assist. 6 points for Steph Curry.
Range that extends out to the parking lot. How do you guard that?
And there's the call on Chandler. That'll be his second foul of the game.
And now only one away from being in the penalty.
Curry with it. He's got 6. And the lead now, double digits on that bucket. Curry's got 8 points.
This is as good as it gets for a first quarter in terms of shooting the basketball.
Pass to Rondo. Back to James.
Hey, get LeBron, get LeBron.
Here's Kuzma. He's guarded by Cousins. 4 on the shot clock. James. Offensive rebound. Back to Kuzma. Stolen by Durant. And here we go with Curry running it up the court.
You got to reward him. He's getting out in transition and running. Get the ball to Stephen Curry.
So timeout called here, the first for Los Angeles. Smitty, every so often we'll hear about a team holding a players-only meeting. You've been there, I'm sure. You've gone through that. What exactly goes on in those discussions?
You know, Kevin, when you hear players-only meeting, something's going wrong with the team. And obviously, we meet all the time, but when there's specific, in quotation, a players-only meeting, there's a lot of things that are going wrong with the team, with individuals, with the coaches, the general managers. They are trying to find a way to hash.
This is Kevin Harlan alongside Brent Barry and Greg Anthony. We've got David Aldridge reporting from the sideline. We'll see Los Angeles facing the home team. And the continued absence of Lonzo Ball, the story for the team.
Yeah, I hear you, Kevin. But really, it's an issue for both teams with regard to the injury situation. So it's a matter of which team can rise up and show the fortitude necessary to play through those injuries and still come out on top.
This is where you have that deep roster and ask for the next man to stand up. Opportunity for someone to step in and shine.
Pass to Cousins, and Cousins throws it down.
And we see this so many times. The defense so concerned with Klay Thompson's shooting ability that he's able to burn them with moving the ball.
Now here's James. And 2 free throws coming up, unable to get that one to go with all the contact.
I just looked at the list of career accomplishments by LBJ. To me, the best small forward that's ever played this game, and on the short list of the best player to ever lace him up.
Brett, with LeBron being one of the all-time greats, he is certainly the greatest player of this generation, wouldn't you say?
Absolutely. Ever since he came into the league, I mean, there's just been, in my opinion, no missteps whatsoever. Has handled himself on the floor with an incredible determination to prove that, Kevin. All the hype, all the anticipation, he's lived up to it about tenfold. Perfect defense. Contesting without fouling, exactly what you want to do, especially deep into the paint.
Here's Durant. Back to Cousins.
Of course, Kevin Durant, one of the game's greatest scorers of all time, but his ability within this offense to make plays, elevating the team.
To the inside. Kuzma. And it's good, coming on the assist by Rajon Rondo. Kuzma's got 5 now.
And defensively, this is a nightmare. He's already on a roll.
I love his will, his take charge attitude, the aggressiveness, all of that showing up here in the first.
And here is Ingram after the three-pointer from Klay Thompson.
Man, it just hurts to miss shots like this. Mentally, you question yourself, and it can affect your confidence.
Pass to Green. It's stolen by Rondo. James outside. Inside. Curry with the steal. And here comes the break. And the foul is called. He intentionally grabbed him there for some reason. I don't know.
Kevin, all I can think of is that he's trying to slow the game down a little bit.
Right.
That's a stretch, though. Definitely a strange move on his part.
It's stolen by Rondo. To the middle. Here's Ingram. And the rejection by Cousins.
So important for Cousins to continue to develop that defensive awareness. I like to see him showing off some of that shot blocking ability.
And that one's good. Durant. Something the NBA has tested out in the G League, Brent. Coaches' challenges. What do you think?
I think the idea of making sure that the handkerchief matches the tie is a great idea.
Only you would say that. Only you would say that.
I'm just worried with some of the casual styles in the NBA that it's not going to be accessible. But
I think you're right.
I think it's going to happen, and I think it's going to be interesting for the league, but it's going to happen.
Anything to make these coaches do more. Make more decisions.
Make more decisions and make decisions that you know can impact whether or not your team wins the basketball game or loses it. Because after a referee makes a determination that you think might be the other way, or they don't look at a replay where you're sure and certain that you could get possession, I'm reaching for the hanky.
To the paint. Here's Kuzma. And Looney sends it back. Livingston. And he overshot that one, missing.
And getting a hand in the shooter's face, locking down that in-between area.
Just taking on the challenge on every possession. I love defenders who give nothing away.
Gotta see Ingram get going down low. Just another dimension of his game that he continues to develop.
That's where I like the shot selection. The defense cannot afford to give up wide open shots. They dodged the bullet there.
The three, but they recover it. Here's Rondo. Here's McGee. And finally they hit one.
Defensively, you cause the miss, but then you have to corral it.
Well, that's the second part of the equation there. Block out, be aggressive, and control the glass.
Timely passing leads to assists, and that's been the recipe for success.
And those are the kind of shots you like him taking. Even though he missed it, the offense will take those.
And then Cousins with the dunk.
And Cousins does not mess around in the post. When he's got that kind of positioning, he's going to ram it home.
Here's Rondo. And still a close game as the first quarter comes to a close. The Warriors leading by 3. And it's been a pretty even game here after one quarter of play. Guys, what's your take on the home team so far?
I mean, really good with their post presence, and it's really allowed them to establish a physical tone here in the first.
Well, they're attacking the rim in more than one way, and with that kind of success, you feel like the defense is going to make the adjustment. Then you start playing inside out.
Here's LeBron. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here. And Greg, what else is there to say about LeBron? One of the best to ever play the game.
I mean, he's been the face of the league for so long, and he's done a tremendous justice to that title. Has always played with so many expectations and really has met every single one of them. It's a once-in-a-lifetime chance to see a guy like LeBron in the NBA, and he's truly been a generational talent.
And let's catch up with our sideline reporter, David Aldridge.
Well, Draymond Green is a former Defensive Player of the Year, and he remembers his motivation. They said I fell in the draft because what position would I guard? I'll never forget that. I'm comfortable guarding any position. When I'm playing against big guys, I battle even harder. You have to prove a point. I won't be a pushover. Kevin?
Yeah, he never backs down. Thanks, David.
Ooh, that's as forceful a finish as you're ever going to see out of this guy.
Well, gee, it adds now to their lead in spectacular fashion.
And to me, this is why they're winning, guys. Unlikely players stepping up huge against a defense that's really nowhere to be found.
Back to Jerebko. Misses from close range.
Yeah, I think the defense made an impact on that play, making the shooter feel a bit uncomfortable on release.
Just about a minute and a half has gone by here in the second. It's good.
That's the 10th straight point they've given up in the paint.
Here's Muscala. And Looney sends it back. Out of bounds, the Lakers will... Our broadcast team tonight, on one side, Greg Anthony. On the other side, Steve Smith. On the sideline, David Aldridge. I'm Kevin Harlan. We'll see Los Angeles and the home team. And the continued absence of Lonzo Ball, the story for the team.
Yeah, I hear you, Kevin, but really, it's an issue for both teams with regard to the injury situation. So it's a matter of which team can rise up and show the fortitude necessary to play through those injuries and still come out on top.
In sports, it's all about the next man up. It'll be interesting to watch who steps up for both squads here.
Oh, right around this time of the season, Smitty, it's easy to lose focus. Talk about how players keep themselves motivated to bring it every night. That, to me, would seem very different.
It is, and I think you got to set those little small goals. I think on one of our teams, our goals was after the All-Star break, you can see we were starting to get into that funk. And what we said was, let's not lose 2 games in a row for the rest of the season. Those type of small goals keeps everybody engaged.
Do you put the season in terms of every 20 games, every 10 games? How do you measure it to kind of pace yourself?
I think most teams do it in a block of 20s. Like you said, you kind of go a block of 20s and see if you can go, 75% in those games. And that's where you start to see the great teams, they do that.
That's good to know. Now here's James following the shot by Kevin Durant. Drops in the tray.
LeBron James, you wouldn't think there's anything left to improve upon, but in the past year or two, he's becoming much more efficient from range. They already got into a nice flow. 4 for 5 from the field.
Here's McGee. And the rejection by Cousins. Durant attacking. Yep, it counts.
Knows where everybody is. If there's an open man, Durant's going to find him.
Here's LeBron. It's good. James has got 5 points so far.
Heating up early on. This is exactly how he wanted to start the night.
Well, he has the ability to get you off on the right foot. Now it's just about sustaining it.
And here in the first, approaching 3 minutes played. Pass to McGee. Buries it down low. McGee's got his first points of the game.
No one rotating over to help on the mismatch. Easy lay-in.
And Greg, what else is there to say about LeBron? One of the best to ever play the game.
I mean, he's been the face of the league for so long, and he's done a tremendous justice to that title. Has always played with so many expectations and really has met every single one of them. It's a once-in-a-lifetime chance to see a guy like LeBron in the NBA, and he's truly been a generational talent.
Launches it. Rondo, no good.
There's some defense for you. For someone who's as good at shooting the three ball as he is, you need a defender who's equally good at guarding against it.
He keeps the defense off balance. DeMarcus Cousins can score in a lot of ways, but he also can distribute.
So timeout called here, the first for Los Angeles. Draymond Green credits his upbringing in Saginaw, Michigan for his toughness, Steve.
He comes from a long line of people who love to talk. On the playgrounds in Michigan, you have to back it up. So he was always determined to earn respect by winning, no matter what.
1 up, 1 down, 2 points with his first shot this game.
And it's coming easy for them right now. 5 baskets in a row in the paint.
From deep, LeBron. Good on the three-point shot. LeBron's got 8. Inside, Iguodala. That drops, and it comes off the assist from Livingston.
The plan of attack is obvious. Get the ball inside and go strong to the rim.
To the paint. And the basket by Stevenson. Stevenson's got his first 2 points of the night.
And their post play has been really solid right off the bat.
Uses the glass to finish the layup. Stevenson's got his second basket of the night.
Well, early on, neither team put much emphasis on the defensive side.
No doubt. The offensive game planning on both sides has been effective early on.
Back to Livingston. Kicks it out to Iguodala. On the wing, Iguodala. Over Stevenson. Offensive rebound. Inside. There's Looney. It'll count. The first quarter all wrapped up, and it's been an exciting game so far. And if you're just tuning in, it's been a pretty even game through the first quarter. And guys, what's your take on the home team so far?
Yeah, I mean, so many of their points coming in the paint that they're running the offense all the way through.
And you know their coach likes it. Working for high percentage looks and converting them.
From deep, LeBron. Rebounded by Urebko. Steve, you think about Coach Steve Kerr as a player, the 50th pick in 1988, and for his career, the best three-point percentage in NBA history.
I played with him, and I played against him. Always had to know where he was on the floor. The perfect coach for this sharp-shooting team.
Now here's LeBron. It is not good. He's made half of his 6 attempts. To the inside. Whistle blows. Basket is good. So a chance here for a three-point play.
And we're seeing some great ball movement out of this group, guys.
Big group substitution here for the Lakers. We always hear about the brotherhood of the NBA. Talk a little bit about the unique bond that you NBA players, Steve, share.
Yeah, it is. I mean, that brotherhood is something special, Kevin, because there are guys that's going through some of the same situations you've been through, especially when you get a chance to talk to some of the veterans. And then the younger guys, when you become a vet, you share all that knowledge. And then what I love about it, that brotherhood, even when you retire, you get a chance to still keep in touch, and you see the evolutions of a lot of those players' families. You see their kids grow, and you love to still be a part of that unique situation.
Pass to Jerebko. That drops, and it comes off the assist from Livingston. Jerebko's got 5 points now in the quarter. The drive by James. It's good.
The power of LeBron. Even if you tried to give the hard foul, he'll go right through you.
And he's got his first chance at the line here. Free throw, no good for LeBron. And Sean Livingston, one of the most unique players in the league, Greg.
6'7" point guard who excels hitting turnaround jumpers in the post. A bouncy finisher around the rim, a versatile defender, and really a cagey playmaker. No one else like him in our league.
Whether it's scoring, passing, or just acting as a decoy, his value to this team cannot be understated.
Los Angeles trails by 3. Stolen by Thompson. It's Curry outside. And no good that time. So Los Angeles will take it the other way. The 3 from LeBron. And Durant sends it back. And Steph Curry with the foul. That's his first foul. LeBron outside. Down low. It's stolen by Green.
And that's a couple of very shaky possessions in a row. One turnover right after the other.
Here's the Lakers with the ball. It's a 3-point game. All right, let's catch up with our sideline reporter, David Aldridge.
Well, Draymond Green is a former Defensive Player of the Year, and he remembers his motivation. They said I fell in the draft because what position would I guard? I'll never forget that. I'm comfortable guarding any position. When I'm playing against big guys, I battle even harder. You have to prove a point. I won't be a pushover. Kevin?
Yeah, he never backs down. Thanks, David.
Kevin Durant last season becoming the second youngest player in NBA history to score 20,000 career points, trailing only LeBron James. That's elite company.
And we're now a little over 2.5 minutes into the second quarter. It's LeBron with the drive. Kuzma, that's good.
You just love LeBron's patience. Scanning the floor, delivers the basketball on point and on time.
Buries the long-range jumper. And you think KD has an outside chance to set the all-time scoring record?
I do. I wouldn't put it past him. Height and shooting touch are two things that you don't lose with age.
Knocks down the 3 ball.
And staying with it. He drained 2 triples in the first quarter. Now gets this one.
Got that bucket in no time at all. Durant's got 4 points in the quarter.
Assists like that have typified their effort today. Terrific ball movement.
And there's the call on Durant. That is his first foul of the game. And the Lakers making a change here. 1:24 left to play here in the second quarter. Here's Kuzma. Nice D from Cousins.
The game has been very close in a lot of areas, but rebounding has been the one differentiator thus far.
Los Angeles on D, trailing by 5. To the inside, stolen by Stevenson. And here's Bullock. Nothing yet on the scoreboard for him. A three-pointer is right on target.
And he found the perfect spot behind the arc there. Big gap in the D.
Pass to Durant. Over Stevenson. And it's blocked by Stevenson.
And this is obviously where you'd like to see a 2-for-1.
End of quarter, great time to squeeze out an extra possession. That's one of his shots in his arsenal, but it was terrific rim protection.
And there's the call on Durant. That'll be his second foul of the game. It's a neck-and-neck game in Golden State. 3-second difference between shot clock and game clock. And there's the whistle. Illegal screen.
Yeah, still moving a little bit when he set that screen. He'll argue that he was set, but I really didn't think so.
That's the modern-day NBA. Complain about the call and hope the next one goes your way.
Pass to Looney. And the basket is good, and he's got a chance here for one more at the line.
Terrific work inside from Looney. He continues to get more comfortable down there.
First trip to the free throw line for him tonight. 11 seconds left here in the second. Here's Bullock. Sinks the three-pointer. Bullock's got 6 points in the quarter. Here's Cook. And some good action through the first 2 quarters as we reach halftime. The Warriors up 2. We're going to step away briefly, but get you right back out here for the start of the third quarter after our halftime. And we're halfway through this one. Plenty of basketball left in a game that's been fairly even so far. Now Rondo. Out to Ingram. Stolen by Thompson. Pulls up for 3. Durant, no good. Here's Kuzma. For the lead. Green with the rebound. Curry on the wing. The basket good off the assist from Durant. Curry's got 10 points in the game.
Well, we've seen that movie a few times, haven't we? An easy bucket in the paint.
Whistle blows, bucket is good, and he'll have a chance at the line to make it a 3-point play. That's going to send LeBron James to the line. And it goes on Draymond Green. Free throw, no good for James. We know players love offensive play. We know fans love offensive play. But Smitty, do you think we should care more as fans and players about what players do on the defensive end?
Well, I think so, Kevin, but I think it's the history of sports, especially our game in basketball. Just the players that lead the league in scoring, they get all the credit and all the endorsements. Guys who play defense, we'll pick out 1 or 2, but we don't go overboard when we see guys that are defensively good. We don't talk enough about the defensive side and the impact these individuals have.
And fans appreciate good defense, don't they? Fans like good defense.
Yeah, they do, especially the fans that understand that you need defense to win championships.
And it's Rondo penetrating. And 2 free throws coming up, unable to get that one to go with all the contact.
With Rajon Rondo, you have to admire his creativity on the floor. Just sees the game and court in ways others don't. When he's focused, he can take over a game with his ball movement.
And with Rondo, it's still rare to see someone who impacts the game the way he does.
You know, Rondo can be a factor in about 5 different ways and never shoot the ball. His rebounding, passing, defense are all plus. Can't do it quite as often now at his age, but when he turns back the clock, it is fun to watch.
And they continue to control the glass.
Durant attacking, and then Durant with the jam.
As the lead continues to grow, this is just heady, sound basketball.
They have just nailed their